What's up, YouTube? BK with BK Gaming 9000 here. We are back at it again. Yes, today I made a vendor reset video earlier and I failed to actually obtain a gear piece set of 256, and so everything that was in the vendors was still catered to 229 gear score, and they weren't even updated to what is being sold if you have a 256 gear piece item. So now we are back. We're going to go through the vendors again, and as it was explained to me earlier, I have been on vacation for a week. It's no excuse without keeping up with the information that has been given, but I literally had nothing, no social media, nothing going on while I was in New York towards the end of my trip. So that's when I first came back. I came back 2 days ago. Haven't really had time to kind of dive into all the news and everything like that, but that's no excuse. So here we are, fixing that. Let's get started with this vendor reset, starting with the base of operations. So we're going to skip all the way down here until we have the snub-nosed Rhino, which is one of the new guns. It's kind of a pistol. It's kind of cool. It's got expert and proficient on it. I dig the new pistol. Kind of cool. He's got a enhanced PP-19 with dominant, skilled, and hurried. He's got the military SA-58, which is the assault rifle with deadly, unforgiving, and determined. He's got the tactical Super 90 SBS with sustained, deadly, and commanding. The SRS A1 with destructive, adept, and accurate. I would probably re-roll that for something different. And the new light machine gun, the MG5 with accurate, prepared, and deadly. Not horrible. Next, moving on to all the gears, he's got operator mask with refreshed. All healing is improved by 30% when in the last health segment. He's got Deadeye. Rolled towards firearm. He's got Alpha Bridge rolled towards firearms. I actually might pick that one up. He's got the robust chest piece. He's got a striker's harness rolled towards stamina. He's got sentry's call harness rolled towards firearms. He's got a backpack with relentless on it rolled for electronics. Backpack of the Nomad also rolled towards electronics, but you can always switch that. I heard backpacks of the Nomad are kind of hard to get, so if you're looking for that for the gear set bonus or anything like that, go ahead and pick that up. So you got the Lone Star backpack rolled towards electronics. The next two are electronics as well. Final Measure backpack, as well as the Predator Marks backpack. And then he has the D3 FNC backpack, which is rolled towards firearms. Just in case you forgot the set bonuses, there they are. 15% protection from elites, 30% ballistic shield health, and the 4-piece bonus allows using an SMG if one has the ballistic shield equipped and stuff like that. But bear in mind that the critical hit chance is reduced to 0 if you have that. So moving on to the knee pads, we have stamina rolled knee pads with accomplished. The gun holster is a pretty decent gun holster with steadfast. We have a tactician's authority holster. We have the Hunter's Faith, and then we have the Banshee. Next, moving on to the gloves, we have the tactical gloves rolled towards electronics with cunning. We have the Fire Crest gloves rolled towards firearms, which I actually might pick that up because I'm looking for a Fire Crest slash Alpha Bridge set. We have the Reclaimer gloves also rolled towards firearms. And we have the stamina mod. A couple videos ago, as I mentioned earlier in the previous video, that somebody was looking for a stamina mod. Here's your stamina mod. You can find it here. You don't necessarily need to pick this one up if this one doesn't fit what you're looking for, but just know that it's also here. And also the prototype performance mod, which has 5% pulse duration. Next, we have the quick release magazine. We have the Osprey .45 suppressor. We have the hand stop. We have the ACOG scope bronze. So let's move on to the top of the base of operations. Okay, moving on to the advanced weaponry vendor. Let's go ahead and jump right in. First off, he's selling the first wave X45 with expert and accurate. Just know that everything's also 256 since I got that to drop. We have an enhanced AUG A3P with determined, capable, and hurried. The enhanced ACRE with deadly, prepared, and fierce, which isn't horrible. I would actually probably re-roll prepared for something else. and then that might actually be a really good one. I've always enjoyed using the ACRs. Some people do, some people don't. I've enjoyed them though. He has a double-barreled sawed-off with competent and responsive. The military Scar H with deadly, destructive, and prepared. That's actually really good for a marksman rifle, considering you like to have the crit hit chance up, and destructive for PvE. And prepared when you're more than 30 meters, especially using a marksman rifle, which is kind of ideal. You'll do 15% more damage, which is awesome. And then next and last but not least, he's selling the tactical M249 Para with fierce, predatory, and capable. Moving on to the mods, he's selling the high velocity magazine, the muzzle brake, the PEQ 15 laser, and the 5.52 hollow sight. So I'm definitely going to be looking more into my mods as these have changed. So I always like to go in front of the base of operations over here and check out these two vendors that are up here at the front. They always have at least one piece that I can look at. So let's go ahead and start with the weapon guy. He's selling the Burstfire MP5A4, which is the submachine gun with predatory, deadly, and unforgiving. And then moving on to the gear vendor, he is selling some Savage gloves rolled towards electronics with pistol damage, assault rifle damage, and crit hit chance. If you were to get those, just know you might want to, unless you're running a skill power build, you might want to re-roll that instead of changing the major attributes. But in it of itself, the attributes aren't amazing. So think about that before you get it. He's also selling a prototype stamina mod here too as well. So if you're also looking for that here, you can find that here as well, if that fits your fancy. Let's move on over to DZO2. Alright agents, here we are in DZO2. Let's see what she has for us today. So first off, with the firearms roll down here, the operator vest, I wanted to get to this last time. We have robust, increased armor while in cover by 10%, which is always good. Moving on up to the Spec Ops mask, this one is a stamina roll with tenacious, not that interesting. Going down to the tactical pack, we have Relentless, which is a firearms roll, which is pretty decent as well. Moving on to the tactical pads, we have another firearms roll with Prosperous, headshot kills grant credits. We have a Spec Ops holster with Sturdy, increased armor by 15% when staying more than 4 seconds in the same cover, which can be useful. I would probably re-roll the major attribute or keep it, depending on how you like to play. And last but not least, she is selling tactical gloves with a firearms roll with Astute. The talent could be a little bit better. I've never liked Astute, but if you're into that, go ahead and pick that up. So I will see you guys in DZ03. Alright agents, so we are here in DZ03. Let's go ahead and see what the weapons vendor has for us today. So first off, they're selling the first wave X45 with Expert and Brutal. He's selling the first wave Vector 45 ACP with Unforgiving, Fierce, and Commanding. The enhanced ACRE with Capable, Predatory, and Ferocious. The tactical SASG-12K with Adept, Swift, and Sustained. The SOCOM MK20 SSR with Skilled, Swift, and Commanding. And the Infantry MG5 with Adept, Brutal, and Talented. So if you find any of those helpful, go ahead and pick those up if you have the funds. And of course, I will see you in DZ04. Alright guys, so we are here in DZ04. Let's see what the gear mod vendor has for us today. Again, they're selling the prototype stamina mod here, so DZ04 is another place where you can find a stamina mod. Whether you want it or not is up to you, but there's one there. And they're also selling a prototype performance mod with 5% support station healing speed. So dabble in that all you will. Let's head on over to DZ05. Okay, now that we're in DZ05, let's go ahead and see what the weapon mod vendor has for us today. So right off the bat, they're selling the quick release magazine with reload speed, magazine size, and rate of fire. They're selling the Osprey .45 suppressor with accuracy, stability, critical hit damage, and reduced threat. They're selling the hand stop with reload speed, accuracy, and stability. And then the improved iron sights with stability, headshot damage, and critical hit damage. So not bad. Let's go ahead and run on over to DZ06. Okay, agents, so we are here in DZ06. Let's go ahead and see what the special vendor has for us today. First off, they got the Deadeye acquisition system catered towards firearms with a critical hit chance and burn resistance. You got another Deadeye catered towards stamina with exotic damage resilience, armor, and ammo capacity, which is actually pretty good. If you're looking for the Deadeye, which has 40% initial bullet stability, 20% marksman rifle critical hit damage, and then when zoom, marksman rifle lose headshot bonus but gain 100% critical hit strike chance. So that's actually pretty decent if you're wanting to roll something like that. Next, they have the Deadeye Go Bang, which is catered towards electronics. I would probably re-roll the electronics to something different. You got Striker's knee pads rolled towards firearms with critical hit damage, disrupt resistance, increased kill XP, and enemy armor damage. They also have another Striker's holster, which is catered more towards the stamina rolls, but not bad on the other rolls as well. I would probably re-roll the pistol damage for something different. Last but not least, they have the Reclaimer gloves, which are rolled towards firearms, which has LMG damage, damage to elites, and critical hit chance. So that's actually not that bad as well if you're into the Reclaimer set. So that'll do it for the vendor reset video today. If you guys enjoy the video, please smack that like button, subscribe for more videos in the future. Sorry this one was kind of, late coming for the actual video today. I did get back from vacation, but hopefully now that I'm back, I can keep up with all the news and get you guys up to date with everything that is in the division as well as Destiny, because I am following Destiny heavily. So, once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please smack that like button, and I will catch you guys in that next one. Peace.